Hey guys, Brandon here with another comics rant video. It's been a little bit since I did one of these, so I figured, knock one of these out. I've been focusing on reading some of my some of the books that I've been trying to complete runs on. I've been reading a lot of those, and I don't really make a lot of videos when I'm reading the books that I'm completing runs on. But if you're gonna make this, throw another rant video up. Let's just get right in here. Start off with Marvel Team Up 55. Spider-Man and Warlock. Interior art in here by John Byrne, and I was never the biggest fan of John Byrne. He never really, caught me by surprise, or I never really thoroughly enjoyed anything he drew until this issue. Basically, because there's not a lot of artists out there, other than Starlin, obviously, who does Warlock correctly. And he did Warlock correctly. And when I say do Warlock correctly, I mean angry. Because Adam Warlock was always very angry. And when I see, Warlock smiling, or Warlock without his, brow furrowed, it doesn't sit well with me. So I loved that in this book. And, but for the most part, it wasn't a team-up, because one of them was incapacitated at all times. Right off the bat, Spider-Man was incapacitated, and Warlock saved him. And then the Stranger appeared, and that was supposedly the team-up who they were fighting, is the Stranger. And then he subdued Warlock, and then Spider-Man was free. So it was never really a team-up, but I really enjoyed this book a lot. And this is a great cover, too. Anytime I see Warlock, though, it's good times. So, and like I said, this book got me, satisfied with John Byrne. Luke Cage, Power Man, 24. This is actually the first appearance of Black Goliath, I believe. And it tells the origin of Black Goliath and how he became Black Goliath. But the panel of when he becomes Black Goliath is very awkward, because it has him sitting over a beaker with this gas flying around him, but the beaker looks like a bong, and it's very, very weird. It looks like he's just smoking a bong to turn into Black Goliath. But yeah, it was a good book. The fight between Luke Cage and Goliath was pretty great. I believe Luke Cage ends up winning. It's his book. Why wouldn't he? But he has to go, and he's searching for Claire Temple right there. And Black Goliath is actually her ex-husband. So that's why she was at the circus, to help him, and he chased after her. Good book, though. I'm not a big Luke Cage fan, not a big Power Man fan, but I had a bunch of these, so I figured read one, The only thing about this book is the stamp's missing. Somebody cut out the Marvel stamp, so that was a bummer. It didn't affect any panels, but just that fact that little piece isn't in there, it just bothered me a little bit. I'll probably read a couple more of these. I'm not about to go and try to collect this whole series, but from what I have, it was good. I liked it. And you can't beat the first appearance of Black Goliath. I love B characters' first appearances. Maybe I'm going to just start collecting those. That's it. I got a Flash book here, Flash 241. And I think Flash had some of the greatest covers of the time. This whole series, every cover was phenomenal. And I don't know if they were a low print run or if they're just that popular, but I have trouble finding any older Flash books for anything near a decent price. If anybody has any ideas on that, let me know, because it's rough for me to find any Flash books, and I'm a huge Flash fan. The character in here is not the Weather Wizard, as was the problem with a lot of DC books I've read. It was actually the Mirror Master. And the Mirror Master had some crazy weapons. That was what caught me most off guard about this book. One was called Liquid Mirror, where he shot it on the Flash's legs, actually, and the liquid mirror would reflect all light radiation, except for ultraviolet, which is, the dangerous one. So then it was burning Flash's legs. But obviously, as many crazy gadgets as Mirror Master has, Flash does ridiculous things to either counteract them or prevent them. And he actually ran around on his hands and then spun around on his hands at super speed to throw the liquid mirror off of him. It was pretty crazy. But Mirror Master actually has Flash brainwashed in the issue as a crook, and he's that's what this cover is here. That they're throwing trash at him, calling him a crook, and he brainwashes him to be a crook, and then he tries to chase him down, but he doesn't succeed. And then Dexter Miles poses as Heatwave. Even though it says, down here it says special guest villain, but it's not actually Heatwave. He just takes the gun from the display. and he ends up, you know, taking his mask off, revealing himself to Flash. And Flash didn't want to tell him, though, that he already figured the brainwashing out before he did it. So, I mean, it was good. I like the Flash story in here. But there's also a Green Lantern story in here. And not much about it. I mean, I love the Green Lantern also, and it's hard to find old Green Lantern books also. And again, are they low print runs? Are they that rare? I don't know what's going on. But I have trouble finding, you know, cheap ones. Not cheap, but just at a decent price. But not much of a crazy story. He basically just has to, you know, reignite a sun. You know, no big deal. Just, you know, normal Green Lantern stuff. He ends up, like, sending a ship into the sun to blow up. It's like the Guardian ship, and it reignites it. I don't know. It was good. It was alright. But, like, it's not a Green Lantern book, and I'm kind of glad that the Green Lantern story doesn't overshadow the Flash story. Big Flash fan. Hope to get more. Teen Titans number 19. Now, I really enjoyed this era of Teen Titans, like the old Teen Titans, when it was, you know, Speedy and Kid Flash and Robin and Wonder Girl and Aqualad. And I got this book for a steal. This book is gorgeous. I didn't think that this book would be this nice. Like, when I paid for it, I expected to open it and just find just an issue of Black Panther inside. Now, that's kind of an ongoing joke between me and my buddy, because, I mean, I'm not a big Black Panther fan. Maybe I'll explain that in a different video, but this book is in phenomenal condition. I think I paid $5 for this, and it's gorgeous. Love the story too. It's there's this guy, I don't know if he's a recurring character or not. This guy right here, I think he calls himself Punch, but his real name's Sylvester, I guess. And he plans to destroy the Justice League, but Headmaster Mind told him that he's not, you know, he's too young, he can't do that. So then he goes and he decides he's going to destroy the Teen Titans by himself. So and he actually succeeds in capturing Speedy and oh, come on. Speedy and Wonder Girl. My bad. My bad. I don't know. I just fell asleep, clearly. What just happened? But he captures Speedy and Wonder Girl, and then eventually he captures the rest of them. And I mean, then he's still dressed as himself at that point, but then he dresses up like, you know, like the Punch or whatever his name is, and Speedy makes a Joker joke, which made me chuckle. And then they end up escaping. Robin says, "I've been in these predicaments before," and it's like every Batman book where you're stuck and you get out. And Robin has definitely been there before. And Robin like tips his chair over and grabs Speedy's bow with his feet, and then Speedy like pulls it back with his teeth, and they shoot Aqualad's rope, and they escape. And then a fun scene at the end where Robin and Speedy play rock paper scissors to see who's going to punch him out and who, you know, is going to capture him. So that was fun. I mean, I love these Teen Titans books. I like to get more of these, and if I can get them for the price of this one, I'll definitely be picking more up. Because, I mean, great find and a great book, in my opinion. Thor 130. This is a phenomenal cover. Jack Kirby artwork here. I wish I could say something about the book itself, because, I mean, I did read it, but there's so much dialogue, I don't even know. I was too focused on the artwork. Jack Kirby blew me away with this issue. It was phenomenal. These older Thors have the greatest covers ever. You know, down here you have Hercules in, like, the Netherworld, and, like, Thor descending into it. It's just gorgeous. Great book. I got this for a decent price because in the first page, on the splash page, there's like a circle cut out. I don't know what was cut out because it doesn't even look like it would be anything. But I mean, love this book. One of my favorite covers of all time, and I'm just glad to add it to my collection. I only hope to get maybe a complete copy of it one day for a decent price. But like I said, Jack Kirby's artwork in this blew me away. Kudos, Jack Kirby. There's a reason they call you the king. And finally, we have Submariner number 5, which is the first appearance of Tiger Shark. Love this issue. My buddy picked one of these up from Pittsburgh Comic-Con last year, and I was kind of jealous about it because I loved the cover and he kind of beat me to it. But I finally got on one myself, picked it up. Great John Buscema artwork in here. One of my favorite artists. Can't beat that either. But Todd Arliss is the guy's name who becomes Tiger Shark. And his story is he's like a world-class swimmer. He wins all these events. But then he has an accident and he like hurts his back. So he can't swim anymore. So then Doc Dorcas comes and tells him that he can make him swim again. And he does all these experiments with fish and all these amphibians, and eventually turns him into an amphibian himself, the tiger shark. So, I mean, great issue. I mean, I like the tiger shark a lot, even though all he does is get beat. But, you know, these old Submariner books where it's like he was the first mainstream anti-hero. I really enjoy them. If they weren't so much, I'd like to pick them up, but I feel like it's a little too much that I want to spend just for that. Like a series that I'm not, you know, actively trying to collect. It's a little too much to pay for that. But great issue here. I mean, all these issues are pretty great. I'll definitely have my subs video up Friday. I may throw another rant video up here if it you know fancies me. But I thank you guys for watching, and remember, have a great day.